everybody on their feet as Canada Top Flight Academy are the first high school aged national champions in the history of Canadian basketball.
We know that it's only going to get harder, especially, everybody's going to be getting better teams, and that it just puts a target on our back. So we know we're going to have to push harder, and every game is going to be a tough game.
This year, we're trying to win it for sure. I feel like we're one of the best in the league.
We're telling our guys, listen, man, you got to be ready to play, compete, because these guys want it.
It's either kill or be killed, on the court, you have to be competitive. You have to have a dog in you, or if not, you're not going to succeed or you're not going to do well in the sport.
Do we play with a chip? We make it so. It's who we are.
If you're going to put it all on the line every night, then you can come play on Central Tech.
Something about TBA is everyone is together, this family-like vibe. There's no questions about it. We have to win. If we don't win, it's a failure. You'll see that.
Well, Kitchener, we're not really known as a basketball city. Having that underdog mentality is just giving us extra motivation.
Hamilton's really, everyone's trying to prove themselves. Everyone's trying to show that they're better than other people.
Going to nationals and show people that we're not finishing last, we're coming for the championship.
We have Core, I think he's the best big in the league. And then we have the best shooter in the league, Okai. And then we have Josh, I think he's the best low post player in the league. I think when we hit our stride, no one's going to be able to stop us.
Basketball is so global now. Everyone plays, everyone has a passion for it, everyone sees it. And these kids come from all around the world, including British Columbia. 25 years ago, I never would have believed it, but what a difference today.
The East Coast gets overlooked a lot, so I'm looking forward to putting Nova Scotia on the map.
No, Maritimes, we're gritty. The ball on the floor, we're gonna be the first on the ground to get it for sure.
People ask me about Montreal, what's special about Montreal? And I say it's the way that people integrate all together. So this team represents a little bit of that.
People always are kind of talking down, to the prairies, but we have the ballers out there.
Back in Saskatchewan, we work hard, we play for each other, and then when we come here, for venues like this, we go to war.
History has been made in Canadian basketball.
One hand down, all over the defense.
One-hand cockback.
Oh! Bringing the fans to their feet, putting a man in the rim.
Ain't that awesome? Oh my Lord!
Welcome to the NPA on NPH.
History has been made in Canadian basketball.
From the Maritimes to the nation's capital.
I just like the sound.
Brady Cancun, my goodness.
To the 6.
Oh, big block there.
To the prairies.
By Deshaun Henry.
All the way.
Back to the action as St. Laurent Express take on ROTHESAY NETHERWOOD School out of New Brunswick. Game 2 of 4 here in St. Laurent, Quebec. St. Laurent looking to pick up their second win of the season. A team that's been struggling considering their youth. The youngest team in the league. There's a prime example of it. Wait until the end of the shot clock to get it off. Reminiscent of the BC's last game. Kellen Tynes being guarded by Ben Datro. And we got an early offensive. And that'll be called on Sutherland. Keogh on the penetration into Gideon. M4 caught on the baseline. Once that trap comes on the baseline, really hard to find a way out. Shai Malcolm, Kellen Tynes, and Caleb Sully have been the three-headed monster. You get some major contributions as well from Lyon McLean in certain games. Overall, you've seen the chemistry on this team grow as the season has progressed, and they're coming into nationals with an actual identity. Here's McLean on the steal, goes behind the back and loses it. Simplicity will do the trick. Datro steps out of bounds already. Many turnovers for both squads here. And two of the youngest and most skilled point guards in the league, Kellen Tynes, number 5 in the navy blue and green. And then in the previous game, if you got a chance to tune in, Krupic has been terrific. There's Trayvon Minot, another one of the youngsters. The youth in this league is really paving the direction in the way that the National Preparatory Association is moving. Sutherland to Sully. Sully uses the floater as he sees Trayvon Minot. Gideon gets the speed up, goes coast to coast. Big man looking to face up here for a second, turned around. Tynes launching from long distance. If you haven't seen the mixtape that was just put out on NorthPoleHoops.com, make sure to check that out. Kellen Tynes front page. Here he is launching another one. About 5 feet outside of the three-point line on that last possession. Gideon Duemfor to the rim, almost got it to go lefty. Manu Seni taking it baseline. Saw he had an option in the corner to Ben Datro, but the option down low was just as presentable. Easy buckets. Rothesay Netherwood is going to really have to talked us over here in this timeout. A lot of the paint production for St. Laurent coming way too easy. Take a short break and return.
Yet again, a 10-point advantage restored for Team Blue. Oh! It's Judy Charges throwing it down!
Welcome to the NPH live broadcasting experience. Allow our team of video technicians to capture your event in high definition. Streaming directly on all NPH media platforms. Up-to-the-minute live game coverage featuring professional commentators and analysts.
Tip in, no good. 2 seconds to go. Oh!
Commercial spots available to promote and market your brand, event, or product. Enjoy the ultimate way to catch the game when you can't.
That man from Quebec can fly.
Exposure starts here.
Keep it going. Keep the intensity high.
Get your feet square. Get your feet square.
Take your home, write it down, grab a homie, and work on it. Work on it, master it.
AJ Lawson, go! He gets it to go! Wow. Check it out, Jalen.
Oh my God!
Top 10, top 10.
Two-way players are the best players. Understand that. Two-way players are the best players.
Here's Sabri Phillip, two-way jam!
Let's go, boy!
It doesn't matter from what city you're from, how tall you are, what school.
Back to first quarter action between ROTHESAY Netherwood and St. Laurent Express. R&S comes out of a timeout with a quick turnover. Looking to make their adjustments early on here. Couple substitutions in here for St. Laurent Express. Class of 2020, Roosevelt Auguste. Trayvon Minot on the entry pass goes over the right shoulder. And Trayvon has received an invite to the cadet national team. And Team Canada, the way that we're rolling right now, a lot of high-level prospects playing on this cadet team. Keogh in the corner to Auguste. Auguste steps out of bounds. You have that negative step that we've seen time and time again from guys that are youthful and inexperienced. If you're in that corner ready to shoot three, have your feet set prior to the catch. There's absolutely no reason for that negative step. If anything, you got both feet in the same position looking to take a step forward. Kellen Tynes on the penetration. Ryan McLean, tough shot off balance against Trayvon Minot's length and extension. Ball to Keogh. Manu Seni gets in the lane. And Tynes thought about launching that one from distance. That second one will do. He is money from the three-point line. a 10 here in the first quarter with 3:05 to go. Gideon Dwemform checked in, and in the open court, he's a real threat. You gotta keep an eye on him and try to get all defenders back. He can switch direction. He can make you pay off the assist. Both him, Datro, and Trayvon have been looked at for a majority of the scoring, and you get a little bit of contribution from guys like Keo. Manu Seni and Trayvon Minot checking back into the game shortly. Shaheem Malcolm tries for the distance 3-ball, fouls from behind instead of allowing the fast break, the 2-on-1. Telegraph pass there. And that's the fourth time already here in the first quarter where St. Laurent has found themselves out of bounds on the baseline. And they're falling for that trap. RNS has been leading them into the baseline. It's tough to retreat out of those situations as well. When you get that deep into a corner or halfway down the baseline, either you're looking to dish it off in time, but if that's not available, you're pretty much trapped. There's Roosevelt on the trip. 15-12 for St. Laurent. Got a feeling this one's going to be a tight one all the way through. That's the end of the first quarter, 15-12, St. Laurent. Take a 1-minute break and return right after this.
Sometimes sport becomes so competitive that you can lose sight of what is most important. But for the St. Laurent Express out of Montreal, Quebec, that is not an issue, because the man at the helm of this young team has a firm grasp of perspective, which was born from his arrival in this country almost 30 years ago.
I'm Lebanese originally, so we arrived in Canada in 1990, and I enrolled at Saint Laurent. My parents enrolled me at Saint Laurent. I used to be called Emile Legault back in the day. So grateful that this great country took us in, and this is our homeland now. But the struggle, you know, they have these things on Facebook, the struggle is real. The struggle was real, man. So my father's an electrical engineer. He had to drive pizza for a few years, and then he ended up becoming a taxi driver as a 30-year career. My mother, university English professor, waitress. And I tell these kids, I said, listen, man, I mean, you see me now, and you say, yeah, coach takes a vacation with his family, this and that. But, you know, coach went through it, just like you.
First year I started playing with my coach, I was kind of scared of him. Like, then after, like, I just became like a dad, like a second dad to me. Like, he doesn't just think about basketball, so he thinks about, like, after, yeah, our coach is like a family to us.
Honestly, he's the best coach I've ever had. Can't even lie about it. Like, he's literally the best coach I've ever had. Nobody's ever pushed me like he did. We act as a family, we act as one. If one is in trouble, we're all in trouble. And I don't always think about myself, I think about the others, my teammates, my brothers.
We got a big banner in the locker room that says, it's not about you, it's about the team. So, it's not about you, right? There's a bigger goal here, there's a bigger vision, there's a, you know, whatever it is that you want to call it, it's bigger than the individual.
On top of a coach who has been a decades-long member of the Saint Laurent community, the Express roster is exclusively made up of players from the village of Saint Laurent. So the pride in their city and province is strong as they continue to build a name and keep their homegrown players in Quebec as long as possible.
Most of our players, like, when they're good, they leave Quebec, so we don't get the respect we really need.
People are mostly focused on Ontario. You don't only have kids from Ontario that have talent, we have talent too. We all play together, honestly. That's what Quebec's about. Moving the ball, we all fight together, we're in this together.
People ask me about Montreal, what's special about Montreal? It's the way that people integrate all together. It's the most beautiful thing. So this team represents a little bit of that. It's not so much the X's and O's and the drop steps. What's life about? It's about memories.
Sometimes sport becomes so competitive that you can lose sight of what is most important.
I'm Kellen Tynes and I'm mic'd up for North Pole Hoops.
15-14 in favor of the home team, Saint Laurent Express. Ben Datro puts up a triple. Kellen Tynes, Shaim Malcolm here on the rebound. Shaim Malcolm, a 2019 prospect. We'll keep rolling through this timeout. Coach Akram Sleiman has been with this team for over 10 years and looks like he may be taking a break after this season. Coach Matthew Chenier, who's been with the junior team here at Saint Laurent, will be taking over. This is a promising group of young guys in need of direction and in need of, you know, a continued basketball IQ and growth in that department. A lot of these guys have got their first dose of exposure, some of them premature, and then other guys like Kellen Tynes on the other side for RNS, looking like the top PG coming out of Atlantic, Canada. Number 5 on your screen in the navy blue and white stripes. And for those looking to receive basketball exposure, showcase.northpolehoops.com. Register there as we travel across the country, looking to identify Canada's top talent. If you feel like you're one of those under the radar guys, if you feel like you've been overlooked, this is the place to be. showcase.northpolehoops.com. A lot of miscommunication here for St. Laurent. And they've been struggling to all get on the same page. A group of 2020 prospects for the majority, 2021, 2022, making them the youngest players in the league. And the youngest team in the league is a collective. Now, when you look at a guy like Kellen Tynes, number 5 again in the Navy for RNS, he does not care how old you are. He does not care if he's playing amongst seniors. He's a guy that's going to get the job done. The mixtape that's out on him right now, referring to him as Atlantic Canada's next guy, the top star, is not far-fetched. Very well packaged PG. Gets it done defensively, averaging over 2 steals a game. And really able to control the floor for RNS. RNS takes back the lead 16-15 in the second quarter. And the shot clock just being reset here to 24. Gideon Dwemfor bringing up the ball here for St. Laurent. Sutherland back to Shaheem Malcolm. Shaheem Malcolm lines up for a 3. Kellen Tynes almost got it. Oh, and he does get a hand on it. And Ben Datro fouled by Shaheem Malcolm on the reach-in. And Malcolm's got to be very careful to get into foul trouble. They cannot afford to have him out of the game. Gideon Dwemfor mishandles it, fumbles it a bit. End of the shot clock, no good. A lot of whistles being blown here. Guys taking a lot of chances on the defensive end on the reach-ins. Ben Datro making sure they retain possession. Gideon Dwemfo with the cross-court pass, trying to get the defense swayed one way. Here's McLean in transition to Sutherland. Sutherland mishandles. And it'll remain RNS ball as Gideon Dwemfo gets a hand on it. Ryan McLean mid-range, Caleb Suley on the rebound. It's really hard to get a shot off with Minot down low in the post. On the upside, when you're looking at a player like Minot, it's absolutely ridiculous. I mean, he's already got some tools that you can't teach. The physicals, you know, that goes unsaid, but then all the in-between, the instincts are huge. His defensive presence, his timing, those are things that cannot be taught. Also a terrific student and a high-character kid. It's a matter of developing his lower body and his agility, and I think defenders are going to have a real problem with him. Good-looking shot for Caleb Suley, just rattles out. Bendatro right down the lane, easy finish. Again, the reach-ins just continue throughout this game, forcing the referees to blow the whistle, really slowing down the momentum of the game. And we're in bonus situation. Dawson Sutherland at the line for 2, or 1-1. Tynes always in the passing lane. Great length, great athleticism and speed. His anticipation in the passing lane is, something that is seen in his mixtape. If you go to northpolehoops.com and on the homepage, you'll see some of his best clips from this season. And everything that really makes him one of the top PGs in the class. Malcolm finds Sutherland. Sutherland no good. Suley hand in the lane. Good protection there by Shayi Malcolm. You see that? You see him wrap the ball inside and force the defender. If they're going to think about going for that steal, they're really going to have to reach. Concordia is in the house, out here recruiting. They were at the last session. Followed us around in Ottawa for the first one and then came to Toronto. They've been very active in recruiting in the NPA. Feed inside as Trayvon faces up. That's one thing I like about this particular big man. He's always going to turn and face to check at least to see what's available for him. From the corner, gets the triple to go. 27-22 for St. Laurent. Haven't been able to really build a gap. There's McLean closing it up again. McLean is a spot-up shooter. There aren't many better than him. If he's going to get that open look, he's most likely knocking it down. If percentages are high when he's got those kind of looks. Tynes to Sully. Sully takes the contact and finishes. Thought that could have been a three-point play. Love the fact that he just played through it. And you could see Sully really building confidence offensively. And if this particular trio can stick together here and continue to add pieces to this squad, oh boy. Let's go from trio to quad because we're going to count line McLean in that. He's been a big factor in many sessions. We've seen him knock down a lot of threes to keep these guys in game. And right now, RNS has regained the lead. Manat connects on the first. Class of 2020 big man. Ranked 6th overall in the country in North Pole Hoops national player rankings. Already got a little bit of interest from Oklahoma, SMU, from Texas. Also gonna get a look at him. Here's Gideon Dwemfor again going coast to coast. Right down the middle, Sutherland extends the reach. Caleb Sully here going behind the back and all the way. And that's what you want to see from Sully. You never want to turn your offense off. When he's playing with confidence and he's playing assertive, he's adding another option in scoring for these guys. Tynes in transition, goes all the way against three and gets it done. Protect, change direction on him. Tynes is just having a spectacular game here. There aren't any opponents really that they've played against where he hasn't shown up. Here's Tynes again at the buzzer. It's good. That's the end of the half. 37-33. And just, if you haven't had enough of Tynes, we're going to give you some more here. Check out this mixtape.
Hey! Let's go, boy! Hey, cooking the dough with the ooze. Yeah. To my dog. Woo!
We're going to play a lot of zone, so we need to beat it down the court. We can run all our sets against the zone. You just got to run to good space.
Done it. Ayo, bang into 30. Well, I got middle. Dawson drop. Ben, see him. Don't let it get through there. Dawson drop. Hey! Let's go, boy! Ben, turn and sprint. Hey, and one! Go, let's go. Gotta want it. That ball's in the air. Push somebody, box him up. Get the ball, or squeeze it.
We need to make sure that at one time, Kellen, you did the absolute perfect thing you've never done since I met you. You stepped out, you tried to take up space. You weren't trying to take a charge, but you were trying to go and meet him. You accidentally went around it. Now you got to close that gap a little bit better.
Yeah. Panther! Hey! Turn up, Ben! Don't run into him if he's there. Suds, wave him off. Box! You keep looking to pass. You got to look to attack.
Quit catching the ball right in the middle. Either be on
you got to get on that side or this side. Come on. And one! Let's go, Big Ben. Here, man. Yeah! Caleb, don't stand in the middle of the paint when there's a man wide open. Find him. Make sure we're loud. We up by 10. We go on a run right now. They'll be done. They won't want to play, man. Let's go. Hey! Good hits, boy. Let's go. Let's go. Transition's out there.
Shot, run back.
Transition's out there. Bring it up. Run the offense. Yeah. Stop forcing down low. Bang out! Hey! Turn up, boy! Good job, studs. There you go. 23. Hey, we gotta turn up. Sully, you gotta come on ready to play. Keep up intensity. Let's go, size. Let's go. Your man's out there, but you need to go in and crash, especially if he's out there, because no one, you're battling with no one. You gotta get down there and fight. Hey. Try and get in front of the post when you post up, but don't foul. 2 minutes left. 2 minutes and 30 seconds, bro. We gotta grind.
Yeah, it's no more of not crashing anymore. Let's stop straight now. Let's go.
Come on, man.
1, 2, follow through. Hi, I'm Trevor Minor and I'm mic'd up with Northpole Hoops. 1, 2, Saint-Louis strong. 1, 2! Saint-Louis strong! Si, au pire, il faut qu'on joue fort. We gotta start hard. Let's go. Prends-la. Oh. Let's go. Sorry. He's dead. Dead! Shoot that, box! Yeah! Let's go! Hey! Get out of here! Commence hard, là. Let's go. Let's go. Qu'est-ce qui va se passer? Il va juste attraper le rebond puis marquer. Yeah, je commence en bas, puis ça je monte. I wanted that, boy. I wanted that. Andrew. Oh, boy. Trust me, yo. I was there. J'étais là.
It's dead, so why do you need your arm?
It's all good. No, it's all good, bro.
I'm short, eh?
400 la balle. Smile. Yeah, oh no! Oh, let's go. Got it.
One set, jump stop, take a hop, and then go up and dunk or something.
Let's go.
Hello, North Pole. You're mic'd up, right?
Yeah, you know.
Where's the camera?
It's right behind you, bro.
Oh,
La fan. Je l'ai dit, watch the screen parce qu'ils sont verts. Steph, don't chase. Ah! Yo, si jamais tu sens le besoin de call over pour Arnaud, just do it.
Mais le best, c'est que comme, si je beat mon joueur, je vois open lane. Après j'attaque,
jump stop. Yo.
Fait que t'es toujours open quand j'attaque.
Yeah, je sais, yo, just jump stop first and then give it to me. I got you. Don't stall. Arrête pas de dribbler. Yo, tu restes statique, posé. Hey! Go! Yes, nice hustle. Help him up. Yeah! Help him up.
Lève-le, G.
Shout out Norco Who's guy, my club.
Looking to beat the buzzer. Stick back jab, Jacoby Neath.
Hey! Let's go, man. Good pick, boy.
Transition, Shaheem Malcolm. Oh, someone checked that ball for a bruise.
Hey!
With the steal. Blowing past everybody, AJ Lawson.
Let's go, bro.
In transition, throwing it down. Off the backboard, Jashawn Henry. Shaheem Malcolm letting everybody know the Riverhawks have taken flight. Right down the lane with the slam. Sammy Hunter. There's Dave.
That's a dive.
Showtime from the Filipino Wrecking Machine. And if you want to put together a Matthew Daves highlight reel, oh, look out, your boy, Elijah Fisher. Two-handed slam. Two out of Calgary. Ooh, no-look pass. Big-time finish. Cole Newkirk. Oh, so if you turn it over like that, it doesn't matter. Number 21, Nas Robert.
You were definitely put things into perspective for him.
You want to talk about perspective.
My assist, give me that assist. Oh, come on. Bang out. Yes, sir. I won.
Jashawn Henry is a man. Raheem Sullivan has the ball in his hand. 2 on the clock, gets into the lane. Floater game! Floater game! Floater game! Raheem Sullivan wins the floater game!
Rep by rep. You push yourself. Effort is only half the battle. Doubt sets in. Why do you do it? Is it worth it? The lights turn on. All your questions are answered.
Bembry handling it. Cross court to Pangos for three, and Kevin knocks it down.
I read a book called Outliers, and it talked about why people need people around them to take advantage of in order to succeed at the highest levels. That same summer, Kevin was chosen as the youngest member of the national team. Kevin might be an outlier. Kevin was playing for A-game hoops.
Second half, and we're back at St. Laurent, home of the Express. Shaheem Malcolm making himself feel like he's at home with that floater over the long reach. RNS leads 39-33. Trayvon. There's Malcolm getting a hand on it again. Defensive presence from Malcolm. Bendacho on the drive, off the glass, at the buzzer. Man, when Ben's playing at his highest level and at his potential, it's really, really tough to stop him. That explosive first step, he can get by nearly anybody, even with length. Sutherland tries on Minot, gets it to go, a kiss off the glass. And the miscommunication continues for St. Laurent. Sutherland being a lot more aggressive here to start the second half, and I think that's what Coach Damien Gay was asking of him. It's bad enough you got a 6'10" guy you got to deal with. You got to establish position early enough to rebound. A lot of high post touches to get the defense sucked in here. Manu Seni called on the reach from behind. There's Trayvon with that long reach once again. Averaging 3 blocks a game over this past 2 days. Caleb Sully finds himself wide open from mid-range, no good. Tying's not waiting for nobody to set up here. Sees Sully in the corner. Defender came out quick on a closeout. It's been transition buckets for St. Laurent Express. Sully continuing to be aggressive, getting the shots that he wants, getting to the line, making from 3. Really like the rate of development on Sully. Considering his age, he's putting himself in a very good position here to be amongst the top in the class. Take a quick break and listen in on RNS.
Rep by rep, you push yourself. Effort is only half the battle. Doubt.
St. Laurent running with a 4-out, 1-in. It doesn't really matter who that 1-in is. You're just using him as somewhat of a decoy. Leave that interior option. Try to get the defense to collapse at the top of the key and then live off of options from there. Datro, Shaheem Malcolm. Long reach. Blocks the shot of Datro. Long ball 3 from Gideon. No good as the shot clock winds down. Here's Malcolm. Tynes back to Malcolm. And there was a couple possessions yesterday where you saw Trayvon Minot look to finish with a little bit more dominance. Today he's going soft over the right shoulder, trying to use that baby hook. Tynes, good find to McLean in the corner. Malcolm cleaning up, second chance opportunity. 43-40 here for RNS, and they've maintained this slight lead. Senni tries for the mid-range and gets it to go on the assist from Dwemfor. It's been a back and forth between RNS and St. Laurent. St. Laurent just regained the lead here. A small one at that, and Lion McLean takes it right back. Easy bucket. Shaim Malcolm. And there was an argument back at home in Toronto. We were trying to decide on who the coach of the year was, and every team gets a vote on that, as well as board members. And Damien Gay of RNS, his name came up quite a bit, deservingly so. The difference between last year and this year, and last year he had a star like Will Spalding on the squad, and other contributing pieces. This year, two younger guys that he's working with, no really difference maker seniors, but still able to get these guys clicking in on the same page. This is the type of team that can create a first round at Nationals, a first round upset. If they're all clicking on the same day, could do wonders for RNS. You look at it from a skill development perspective, the IQ of these guys really getting better, the body's more defined. I mean, you look at Dowell, the one with the ball in his hands right now, he wasn't as trimmed or didn't have as much muscular stature as he does right now at the beginning of the season. So this team, RNS, has been really, really putting in work. Gideon Dwemfor with a tough finish on that one. Uses the rim to protect. .226 to go here in the third quarter. Again, a back and forth game, lots of turnovers for St. Laurent, lots of ill-advised plays, unexecuted possessions. Shaim Malcolm off the mark on the three-point line, looked a little bit forced. 3-on-1 here. As the help came back, Malcolm secures a rebound. Tynes going the other way. Dawson Sutherland, post presence, gets turned over. Just got to take your time making that decision. Gideon Dwemfor again switching direction using the Euro step. to get free. Sully, the drop off to Sutherland, gets swatted. RNS up just one, 50-49. Winding down here in the third quarter. Under a minute to go, 40 seconds. And Tynes has been really unselfish, trying to get other personnel involved for RNS. And they might need more of him offensively. There he is defensively. Ryan McLean getting the feed. Kellen Tynes back at it again, hands in the cookie jar. End of the third quarter, 54-49, one more to go before Canada Top Flight takes on Halifax Prep.
Malcolm tries another, buries it.
Wide open down low, but he
This is the NPA.
One hand jam! All over the defense! My lord! Goodness gracious! Campbell with the facial. Oh! E-man! Defense to offense.
Cummins, that is
No
not
way.
the guy.
No way!
Cummins. What's the foul?
Got the answer! Wow! That's another good one. There it is! Sammy Hunter.
And look at this. Danilo Jiricic ending his high school career with a dagger of a spike.
GTA Prep wisely feeding the hot hand. Oh, nice step back, cross through. And we got Sidney Kabongo on fire right now.
Oh! How about that nasty from Jashawn Henry?
Stick back, Chris Hagan.
Not back.
Oh! Bringing the fans to their feet. Putting a man in the rim. In transition with the cock back, one hand pounded. Woo! DeAndre Pierre all over the rim. Oh! Down the lane, Stephen Rawwire.
Everybody on their feet as Canada Top Flight Academy are the first high school age national champions in the history of Canadian basketball.
Why do you do it? Is it worth it? The lights turn on. All your questions are answered.
Club you represent, game speaks. There's no politics here.
We've traveled across the country and back. 6 years running. Canada's basketball talent blossoms right before our eyes. From coast to coast. It's our job to bring it to the light. No gimmicks, just hard work on the hardwood. Who will step up to the plate this summer? Who will make their game undeniable and challenge every man in front of him? Game will speak.
Chill, chill. My name is AJ Lawson and I'm mic'd up for Northwood Hoops. Let's get it. You know the deal. We do this. Oh. Get it, boy! Yo, juice me. Oh, yay. Let's need some juice. Oh, yeah. It's definitely gonna work today. Yup. Oh! Hey! Hey. Woo! Windy!
Alright, we got out with it. Had some fun. Let's go out here. Let's get some stuff.
Yes, sir. Straight blood.
Yeah,
that's on the land.
Trying to land. That's gravity, right? But no one was under you. No one was under you.
Euro. Come on. Frick, I gotta finish the first one. Good pass, Jay. Hey, stay there. Give me the assist, boy. Oh, yay! Give me that, Chief. Let's go, bro. Free throws, we eat these every day, practice every day. Next one for sure. Yup, I knew it. Hey, yo, hey, Tristan, get it? Yo, call stack hot, trust me, stack hot. Give me that. So have to play hard.
Live stream too.
Live stream, definitely. Can't mess up. If you mess up,
Let's go, stretch it out, let's go.
You look a little cheesy. I had to come cheer you up. So start shooting, bro. When you shoot, yo, when those guys that come on the zone and you catch it, you see a little bit of air. Just pull it, bro. You know you're a shooter, bro. Come on. Hey, Vegas. Yeah! He's abs. Let's go, bro. Give me some, bro. Yeah. Hey, that's his first buck, no? That's first buck of the season. You have to give some love. Yup, you ain't going nowhere. I promise you. Pass it, better pass it. Yup, I knew it. Hey, ball, yeah. I'm gonna debrief him. We're debriefing Casey. Oh, debriefing Casey too. Debrief. Hey. Hey, I won! Hey, okay, one more. Yes, mine. Hey, Josh, if I miss it, I promise you you're shooting next one. I ain't gonna miss though. Yup. I ain't gonna miss. Oh. I'm so sorry. Debrief. He's getting cheese. Hey, Ty, I won't get a next foul. Trust me. Hey. Let's go, bro. Don't jump. Oh, my God.
And the mic'd up game for AJ Lawson has now come to an end.
I said, oh my God.
What'd you say?
I said, let's go, bro. Don't jump.
You got 5?
Yes.
How do you eject my #1 prospect, bro?
Bro, tell him again, bro. I'm telling you, bro. I was going for a triple double too. Really? They ejected me. I'm really cheesed. I'm cheesed. It's all good though. Good game. Good game. Good game. Good game.
Fade to black, and we're out.
I'm Denzel Cummings. I'm mic'd up for Northwood Hoops. I'm mic'd up, so. Nice guy, I'm mic'd up.
Start in Virginia with pin downs. Let's start it on Jakucha's side, and let's get the ball swung. Let's not be predictable.
We got one game. Let's go. All low. Straight up. Bang up the over. Got 6. 1, 2, 3.
Charge, yeah! Good job, boy.
Give me that
Good boy.
Shocking. If they missed him.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but you're playing man.
Oh, my fault.
Next time you see Josh, you tell him one more.
Okay. Listen, when you're running fast, keep on coming, because that's what I was looking for.
We're running that again. You were wide open.
So, hey, 13's good in core. Power.
Now we've gone small.
Yeah.
We've gone small. So now we're looking to pump fake and see if we can drive it if we don't get open shots. So we're in power right now.
Hey, in power. Charge! Oh! Good. Hey, it's a good. You good. Good job. I want you up.
In the fourth quarter with 6 minutes to go, 62-56 in favor of Rothesay Netherwood, and St. Laurent doing everything they can to stay in this game and give themselves a chance at picking up the second win of the season. It's been a struggle as this team continues to learn the game really and execute on their sets. Sounds like I'm beating a dead horse, but again, the Express are the youngest team in the league due to the structure of the high school system here in Montreal. It goes up to grade 11, and after that, they extend into a C-JET program, which is 3 years, and then going on to post-secondary. Good aggressive take by Datro in the cleanup. Trayvon Minot. Been a tight game all the way through. Nice look inside. Caleb Sully had that if he wanted it. Great feed. Datro to Dwemfor. Just a 2-point game, or back to a 2-point game. And Trayvon Minot getting very frustrated, not getting a lot of help on the rebounds as he extends to make the block shot. Nobody else coming in. Datro climbs his defender to bring it back to 64-62. 3:47 left here in the fourth quarter. We'll take a quick break and return.
Everyone has their story. What's yours? Were you born with the ball in your hands? Or were you a late bloomer? Are you a dead-eye shooter? Or a high flyer? Throws up an alley-oop! All elbow! Williams! Are you a leader? Or an elite role player? North Pole Hoops wants to know, what's your story?
NPH Scouting Service. The NPH Scouting Service is another platform for exposure with a network of over 300 coaches and scouts from some of the most recognizable brands and programs. Our scouts are constantly evaluating talent to ensure accuracy and credibility.
Back in the mix here in the fourth quarter. Tight game all the way through, 64-62 RNS. Kellen Tynes with the ball in his hands has gotten everyone involved in this game. Can afford to be a bit more selfish and produce offensively here as time winds down. Jump ball as Shaheem Malcolm gets a hand on it. Good closeout by Sutherland there to make sure that Gideon Dwemfor didn't get the penetration he wanted. And that's Manu Seni who'll go to the line as he's fouled out on the closeout. Manu Seni will have an opportunity to tie up the game here from the free throw line for St. Laurent. Shaheem Malcolm just all over the glass. 3 St. Laurent bodies down low. And you can see the frustration here as the Express talk it over amongst each other. .64, Shaheem Malcolm continuing to add to his scoring. The leading scorer for this team. Malcolm, the 4th leading scorer in the entire league, with 22 a game to go with his 3.4 assists and 7.4 rebounds per game. Duem for a costly turnover. Another negative step with 2.5 minutes to go here. Caleb Sully thought about taking the 3. Arnett started in a 1-4 flat. Shaim coming off the screen, gets it back. Tynes for 3. Crucial bucket for the St. Laurent Express as Datro connects from the corner. They take a 1-point lead. Under a minute to go, Lion McLean tries to answer back. Ball going back to St. Laurent. This thing could fall apart for them right down the end. A timeout is called for St. Laurent. Coach Akram Sleiman wants to talk it over. Under a minute to go here. We'll return after the short break.
Yet again, a 10-point advantage restored for Team Blue. Oh! It's Judy Charges throwing it down!
Welcome to the NPH live broadcasting experience. Allow our team of video technicians to capture your event in high definition. Streaming directly on all NPH media platforms. Up-to-the-minute live game coverage featuring professional commentators and analysts.
Tip in, no good. 2 seconds to go. Oh!
Commercial spots available to promote and market your brand, event, or product. Enjoy the ultimate way to catch the game when you can't.
That man from Quebec can fly.
Exposure starts here.
Okay, let's keep it going. Keep the intensity high.
Get your feet square, get your feet square. Take it home, write it down, grab a homie, and work on it. Work on it, master it.
AJ Lawson, go! He gets it to go! Wow!
Pick it up, Jalen.
Oh my God!
Top 10, top 10.
Two-way players are the best players. Understand that. Two-way players are the best players.
Here's Sabri Phillips, two-hand jam!
Let's go, boy!
It doesn't matter from what city you're from, how tall you are, what school, what club you represent. Game speaks. There's no politics here.
We've traveled across the country and back. 6 years running. Canada's basketball talent blossoms right before our eyes. From coast to coast. It's our job to bring it to the light. No gimmicks, just hard work on the hardwood. Who will step up to the plate this summer? Who will make their game undeniable and challenge every man in front of him? Game will speak. We've traveled rep by rep. You push yourself. Effort is only half the battle. Doubt sets in. Why do you do it? Is it worth it? The lights turn on.
"20 seconds to go here, and St. Laurent holding on to a 1-point lead. Shaheem Malcolm gets a hand on it. It's going back to RNS. And Shaheem Malcolm has had some key defensive plays down the stretch. You saw him get a block in the corner on Bendatro. You see him hitting the deck there to get a steal. This kid is all over the place. A 2019 prospect that's receiving some interest at the NCAA mid-major level. Ultimately will be recruited at the NCAA level. A lot of Canadian universities also in the mix with him. And Coach Damien Gay drawing up a play here to ensure they can execute. 8 seconds to go, down 1. What's it going to be? Got a feeling it's going to Shaheem Malcolm on the attack to the basket. Kellen Tynes gets it back. Ryan McLean no good on the 3. And that'll do it. St. Laurent picks up their second win of the season. RNS very disappointed. This is one that they had in the bag at one point in the game. And you see the body language of RNS. It's very disappointed, self-disappointment. And we'll have one more live streamed game which will take place at 6 p.m. between Halifax Prep and the BC Panthers. Thank you all for joining us. We'll be back at 6 p.m.